Well, good morning and welcome to the Jeremako Jones Report. Welcome to another week. It has been a phenomenal week. How was your weekend?
It was excellent. Spent some time with my girls. Man, very productive. Talked to some new people. Got them into the business, and I'm looking forward to seeing their progress.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, again, introductions. This is Jeremako Jones. He is the CEO and founder of uh, J. Edwards Life and Casualty. He's a part of the Alliance Group, which is a national firm, and they are currently hiring. They are recruiting across the nation, whether you're in Texas, whether you're in Michigan, whether you're in the Carolinas. They are in every state except New York. So make sure that you reach out to us after the show. Again, Jermico, where can they reach you by phone?
So you can call me at 313-492-0052, or you can call the office number 248-996-8500.
Very good, very good. Today, I wanted to talk about the latest news on the Wall Street Journal. And this morning, they were talking about the new Nobel Economic Prize winners. So, interestingly enough, the former Fed Chair Ben Bernanke, he was the first winner. The second runner-up and third runner-up were both academics, economic academics. And I thought that was very interesting news because we had a powerful board meeting on last night in which Mr. Edwards has been nominated and elected now as our new executive president of Kingdom Global Academy Schools. And so we're very excited about the fact that we are now taking his business and financial prowess in the financial services industry, and we're making that curriculum available to inner city at-risk children, not only here in the city of Detroit, but across the country. This is a major, major achievement, a major feather in your cap, Mr. Jeremico Edwards. It is, I think, the thing that may put you on the cover of Forbes magazine because, you know, we have such disparities within our inner city community. And what I love about Mr. Edwards is that he is kind of the poster child of what we believe in, and that is coming from down in the ranks, lower to middle class, $16, $17 an hour, and being able to tap into a financial services industry that completely changed his life. All our children need is an opportunity. Somebody said it's not what you know, but who you know. And if someone is willing to reach back and give you an opportunity to change your life, that goes from our high school students that are age 18 all the way up to parents, grandparents, and baby boomers. You may be in a situation where it's time for you to make a career change. You know you've got to make more money. Mr. Edwards went from being a factory worker to now making well over $250,000 a year, and he's now building teams of people and training professionals across the country. Now, you just got back from which state were you in?
That was North Carolina, Burlington.
Wow, and tell me about that.
So we had a training down there. Of course, we believe that the growth of the person equals the growth of the business. And so this particular training that we had was just so, it was specific to the growth of us. Like it grew our brains, it grew how we connect with people, it grew just how we conduct ourselves and how we conduct our business. And once we tapped into the things that we tapped into, like one of the nights we stayed up until 1 a.m. and he was working on our subconscious mind. Like once you fix those things, you'll be amazed at what you can do in your life. You'll be amazed at how your relationships get tighter, your friendships get better, your family gets better, just from you working on yourself. So that was a much needed convention, much needed conference, and it was worth everything I paid.
Listen, you hit the nail on the head. Self-development is something that all of our inner city children need. Our kids need more than reading, math, and arithmetic. So we are super excited. Osceola Thomas, a profound proposal and corporate strategist from all over the country. He's got footprints in Chicago and the Carolinas. He is going to be working with Jeremako and I in developing this educational curriculum that is about to take the nation by storm. So if you are a educator, if you're a principal, assistant principal, even a pastor, and you are interested in developing an educational platform, then you need to give us a call. You can get more information by emailing Kingdom Global International at gmail.com, or you can call me, Dr. Bonner, at 803-404-7538. Now, one of the things I thought was really interesting about this news and the Nobel Prize winners for the economics is that two of them were academics. They were just instructors. They were college, university instructors. And that lets you know how you cannot underestimate the power of the tool of education. It is a vehicle that will take you all the way to the top in whatever industry that you're in. And financial economics is so important in this critical hour that we're living in. We're talking about inflation that we're seeing has fallen 3.6% in the last year on adjusted pay. Yes, people have jobs, but the pay itself has dropped a good 3 to 6% this year. And so Jeremako offers an opportunity where the sky is the limit. He went from $17 an hour to making $10,000 a week. It is absolutely up to you. His assistant is here today, and she is someone that just came in the business. Were you 19 when you got involved?
I was 19 when I got presented the opportunity. But I
Okay.
didn't get involved until last year, December.
All right. Well, Miss Jenkins is a young 21-year-old, and she has grabbed this opportunity by the horns. And she is an example that it doesn't matter what age you are. We are looking forward to adding this pre-licensing and basic curriculum to children from middle school through high school so that when they graduate, we'll be able to sponsor those children in getting their life insurance license, being able to go on as a professional financial planner. And you understand that this is a six-figured career choice that doesn't require a 4-year college degree. So whether you're going on to college, whether you need this as a side business while you're pursuing your college education, or if you choose that 4-year college is not your best interest in your scope of time, this will get your young people paid. And most importantly, we're concerned about breaking the cyclical generational failure that is in our Black communities, in the urban communities. We want to break the cycles of poverty. We want to break the cycles of welfare and codependency and teach our young people how to live a financially independent life. And so one of the things that I thought was interesting is that Ben Bernanke started talking about the 21st century monetary review, and he started remembering the former days where he was the Federal Reserve chairman. And it brought to my mind the topic of conversation in our board meeting on last night. And that was, we had a meeting after the meeting. After the Zoom, we had another phone conference. And Osceola was talking about the 21st Century Funding Program, which is so powerful because it allots now participating nonprofits and churches up to $500,000, and that is for cohorts of 3 to 5 years. And what that means is you can now partner with the public school system in your state and we will help you set up these partnerships. Kingdom Global has been set up to literally wrap its arms around inner city communities across America. And our hope is that we can bring almost like financial freedom riders. We want to bring financial independence and empowerment to your city, to your community, whether you're in Wayne County, Oakland County, Detroit, Livingston County, you're in Orange County, you're in California, you're on the West Coast, you're in the Carolinas, wherever you are, you're in Texas. We want you to contact us. Send a letter of introduction at kingdomglobalinternational@gmail.com. We'd like to know what your vision is for your city. If you are a superintendent, a school principal, or administrator, we'd like to hear from you. We want to sit down and talk about what are the goals in your particular county, in your district. What are the areas that we need to strengthen for you? And we will literally develop a custom plan that will partner and wrap itself around in an after-school platform that comes with financial literacy, it comes with new career job skill training, but it also comes with the tailor-made issues of what is deficient in your curriculum. If your kids are low in their reading scores, they're low in fractions, then we can develop literally a curriculum that is best to help you meet your benchmarks so that you get the help that you need, our children get the help that they need, and the community is better because we've now created job skill ready financiers that are ready to produce in their community. So this is really powerful. This will be really one of the first schools of business and finance that is available across the country. So we're really breaking news, creating historical movements here on the Jeremako Jones Report, and we're very excited about it. Now, ironically, Ms. Jenkins is actually an early educational specialist. She shared with me her passion about children and education a couple weeks ago. Mm-hmm. And tell us a little bit about how you feel about children and education.
Well, I feel as if the educational program, they're not teaching, they're teaching just the, what is it called?
The basics.
The basics. Yeah, that's a
Mm-hmm.
good word for it. The basics of just education, not the what they really should be learning in the educational program. So just by hearing, I only heard a little bit about what you guys are going to do. So I feel as if...
And get ready because
Yeah.
I wanted you to be in that meeting last night.
Okay.
Get ready because prior to the meeting, I sat in a Eventbrite event with Bishop Coletta Vaughn, and she was really reaching out and chiding with the local churches in the city of Detroit, and why aren't they more participatory in working with the schools in their communities. And one of the things that she pointed out is by law, they have now stopped kindergarten. It's no longer legal for you to go to kindergarten, which is a travesty. I mean, that's where we learn the basic fundamentals, our phonics, and our numbers, our letters, the alphabet. And so what you have to understand, ladies and gentlemen, is this is a systematic approach to really attacking us as a culture of people. This is going to adversely affect our social economic standard in life. Do you understand? The people are making money over building prisons. And the prisons that they're building, that prison pipeline, it starts from kindergarten, first grade, second grade. They're looking at our children, behavioral problems. Their socialization comes in kindergarten, how they communicate with people, how they're able to express themselves, how they're able to stay in the right groove with what's going on as far as their behavior. And guess what? If they penalize those children by first and second grade and categorize them as IEPs, because they're not used to dealing with other authority figures. Guess what? Statistics are already showing that those increase the numbers of pipeline prisons that they are going to have prepared for your children and grandchildren by the time they're almost ready to graduate. Listen, education, economics, finance, this is a major, major issue in America right now. And Dr. Coletta Vaughn was talking about how she is a school board member. She's up for election, so definitely keep her in mind. She's a sound, well thought out woman of God. And you want to make sure that you have an advocate that's going to continue to fight for you. But she was saying that we're in a national crisis. We're in a state of crisis, the Detroit public school system. So we are really excited to be able to offer this solution. The Kingdom Global International is now going to partner with the public school system, connecting the faith-based community and connecting financial services. We believe it's the key. We believe it's the key to help turn our communities around. If it worked for Mr. Jeremako Edwards, we believe, Jeremako, that you can change some lives of some young people. Tell us about the corporate shelter that Edwards Life and Casualty is under, the Alliance Group. Tell us the far-reaching effects that it has across the nation, that people can actually get a new start in life and start a new career and bump up their annual income through your organization.
Yeah, so we're licensed across 49 states. The insurance companies that we work with, they're powerful. I mean, billions of dollars. Mutual of Omaha is a $35 billion company. Foresters is a $13 billion company. So with the backing that these companies has, I mean, it's kind of like having a big brother, like on the schoolyard. If you're on the schoolyard and your big brother is there, and you got the bullies, you feel stronger having that big brother, right? And so these companies are like that big, powerful brother, to where it's these companies are helping us to fight the bullies of poverty, the bullies of low income. You got these $13 billion companies backing you up. All you have to do is do your job, and then the money will start rolling in. Like they have no problem with paying you. I've had jobs to where they couldn't make payroll on Friday, but these companies, you do the work, you get paid, and you can bring on as many people as you need be, and you can help your community. Some of these companies give back, like Foresters. They give a lot of funding to playgrounds. They give a lot of funding to urban schools. And, they're a nonprofit company, so they have to give the money to charity. And so I love working for a company like that.
Absolutely. And I mean, they do company trips. You've had some fabulous company trips. They will take care of you. I want you to give people your contact information again, how they can reach you.
Yes, you can reach me. So you can call me directly, 313-492-0052. If I don't answer the phone, again, I'm in an appointment, and so I'll reach back out to everybody who need help. You can also call the office number, 248-996-8500.
Absolutely. So again, if you are a pastor and you've been struggling since the pandemic and trying to figure out how to balance the loss of income, because it's not only the schools that are down in absenteeism since the pandemic and reopening, but it's also the churches. And let's face it, if their numbers are down, that means financially it can become a challenge to keep your doors open. And if that is the case, we do have a model for you. We have a school franchise that is designed to bring you not just literacy, not just reading, math, and arithmetic, as Ms. Jenkins was saying, the basics, but we believe our children need more than that. We're going to come with the full backing of the Alliance Group. We're going to come with job skill training, job opportunities for not only parents, but children, and preparing them for the new life. When you graduate, you hit the ground running. Isn't that right, Ms. Jenkins?
That's right.
You got to have your stuff together. You got to be able to know, what is my plan? Where am I going financially? Where do we go from here? And we have to start preparing our children early. We're moving into a global economy, hence the reason for the name, Kingdom Global Academy Schools. We have to prepare children for this global economy so that they can be competitive, and they can ill afford to go and just hit and miss, making financial failures all the way from 18 to 25, ruin their credit, and then try to get their head screwed on right. No, we're going to make sure that your children have all of the financial background, education, preparation that they need so that they can begin to hit the ground running as a productive member of society. So, pastors, this educational platform will not only give you an opportunity to create a new community nonprofit attached to your church or an LLC, because this school will afford you lending. Now, as a 20-year mortgage banker, I know for a fact the banks don't want to lend to you. You could be the largest cash donation, the largest cash depositor in that bank on Monday morning, but they still don't want to give you a loan because they consider a nonprofit an at risk, a church an at risk. So with the school being an appendix to your business, the church, then you access brand new funding as well. So you're not only wrapping your arms around the community, you're not only restoring their positive energy and hope back into the local church, but you've now become a safe haven for the community. Now they put their trust back in their local communities, their local churches, and now they understand that you care about them as much as you claim. Because we're taking your empty, available space within the church, creating these educational programs. And I'm telling you, the 21st century funding program will pay you up to $500,000. This is not small change. This is $500,000 on multiple cohorts. That means that we do a successful benchmark program in the first year, and we get you set up for a second cohort the next year. And you will begin to stack those $500,000 funding cohorts, one on top of the other, on top of the other. And the maximum amount on that is 5 years. So you do the math. We are anxious to sit down with you. Dr. Bonner is anxious to sit down with you. Jeremako Edwards is anxious to sit down with you. We want to show you the power in financial services. It is critical, and certainly the outcome of the Nobel Economic Prize going to 2 academics, 2 teachers, that is giving you the roadmap to your success. So we want you to definitely get in touch with me, kingdomglobalinternational@gmail.com. We are opening doors. We're going to be sitting down with pastors locally here in the city of Southfield or Farmington very soon. So make sure that you get on our mailing list. Send a letter of introduction saying, hey, I'm in the city of da-da-da. I'm in the community of so-and-so, and we have a vision for this, that, and the other. We have a building fund. We're trying to raise this much money. The schools in our zone are so-and-so and so, and we will help you create a report that will go to the principals in that area and be able to adopt those schools, work in collaboration with them. Stop running from children thinking they're horrible and bad and they're out of control. No, you need to embrace those children and make them a part of your ministry. You need to make sure that we meet the needs of what they need. What's making them act the way they are? They don't have the socioeconomic training. Nobody is taking the time. Who's training them? Rap music. 50 Cent is their instructor. So we have no understanding of why our community is downtrodden, but yet we don't connect the dots that it has to do with education and economics. So we're looking forward to rolling out these new financial plans, not only for children. We're able to get them prepared and licensed at age 18. But we are also looking to prepare their parents, because it makes no sense to pour all of this into children and have them go back into a dysfunctional home. So we are very excited to meet with you, pastors. Again, you can reach Dr. Bonner at area code 803-404-7538. Send a letter of introduction. If you are a baby boomer and you'd like to change your career, you'd like to begin a brand new career in financial services, send us an email. You can reach me again at kingdomglobalinternational@gmail.com. Mr. Jeremako, where can they reach you by email?
You can send it to my email, no, not J.E. Honest, man. Let's go with mrjedwards.naa. So that's Nancy Apple, mrjedwards.naa@gmail.com.
And so this month, are you planning to do any recruiting or training events?
Yes, we actually have one coming up towards the end of the month. We're rallying people together. We're getting the hype up, and this end of the month, it's going to be an explosion at that meeting.
Wow. Wow. You need to get connected, ladies and gentlemen. You need to reach out. Make sure you get connected with Mr. Jeremako Edwards. He is building an empire, and it involves people. It involves moms, dads, grandparents, and children, adolescents. We want to begin teaching them at an early age. You yourself have 2 children, 2 girls, and they're in what grades?
They're in 3rd and 5th grade.
Absolutely. And you understand the importance of having economics and financial literacy. And we have these curriculums that we're rolling out, partnering with our public school system and bringing the faith-based community so that you too can get a piece of the pie. Whether you voted for Biden or not, guess what? There is over $5 billion. And in fact, with the older money that was already there, it's over $1 trillion that is available for some other initiatives that we're going to share with our pastors and community leaders as you reach out. So make sure you give me a call to get more information. Area code 803-404-7538. And let's find out how you can get connected with the Kingdom Global International Group. Thank you so much, and we appreciate your time here on the Jeremako Jones Report, where we care about your money. What's your final thought for today, Mr. Edwards?
Just make life count. Just remember, time is of the essence. You can't get back time. You can get back everything else, but time keeps ticking. And so be productive today. Make sure that you aren't wasting time on unproductive things. You don't want to look up 5 years later and be in the same position. So today counts. You matter. You're special. Your contribution to this life matters. Your contribution to this world matters. So make every second count.
Well said. Well said. You are one of a kind. Nobody can beat you doing what you do. And Ms. Jenkins, what would you say to the young people out there?
I would say that I believe in you and we believe in you. So you can do anything you put your mind to.
Absolutely. I thought it was interesting. She told me that when she started this business, she had to make decisions that she was going to leave certain people and certain groups and circles alone. Mm-hmm. And you did that. Why? Because you decided what?
To have good association around me. And in order to be successful in life, you need to have good association. So, I had to get rid of those bad associations so I wouldn't go back to any bad habits or anything like that.
And bottom line is she started seeing the income that this man was bringing in. And she said, right. You know what? I think I can do this too.
Right.
I think I can make 10,000 a week too.
Yes.
And so we are really excited about our young people, not only in the city of Detroit, but all across the country. We have a plan to bring salvation and cure to not only your financial background, but to all of you, churches, pastors, and school districts. Get in touch with us today. Kingdom Global International at gmail.com. Thank you again for being a part of the Jeremako Jones Report, and we'll see you next time.